Let go, relax, and let this story bring you to a place of calm. Rose and the Sunbeam Spirit. This story is about a girl named Rose, who, guided by a sunbeam spirit named Petries, discovers the power of unfolding. In a quaint village nestled between verdant hills, there lived a young girl named Rose, who had the kindest heart anyone had ever known. Each morning, Rose would wander through the dewy meadows, often finding solace in the gentle hum of the countryside. One summer morning, as she basked under the golden rays, she noticed something shimmering near the jasmines. To her astonishment, it was a tiny spirit, no bigger than her hand, glowing with a soft warm light. "Hello there, little one," Rose said gently. The spirit introduced herself as Petria, the sunbeam spirit. Petria had come to the village to bring warmth and light, but she had gotten lost and needed Rose's help. Without hesitation, Rose offered her assistance, her heart filled with empathy for the lost spirit. They embarked on a journey together, traversing fields and forests. Along the way, Rose shared stories of her village and the people who lived there, always emphasizing the importance of kindness and understanding. As they traveled, Rose noticed that Petria's light grew brighter and warmer, illuminating their path. They met many creatures along the way, each with their own troubles. Rosie's compassion and Petria's warmth helped resolve disputes, heal wounds, and bring smiles to weary faces. One evening, as they rested by a serene river, Petria revealed that Antone was the true source of her light. Rose understood then that by caring for and helping others, they could brighten even the darkest times. Eventually, they found the Sunbeam Grove where Petria belonged. The grove was a place of radiant beauty, with beams of light dancing among the leaves. Petria thanked Rose for her kindness and promised to watch over her village. Rose returned home, her heart lightened by the experiences she shared with Petria. From that day on, she always remembered that Aunt Lullabies had the power to make the world a brighter place. And every time the sun cast its warm glow over the village, Rose felt Petria's presence, a reminder of their beautiful friendship. Our next tale awaits to bring you calm. A guiding star, Gazania, and Euphorbia. This story is a heartwarming tale of a young girl named Gazania who helps a lost butterfly named Euphorbia find its way home, guided by the brightest star in the sky. In a land where the sun always set gracefully behind golden hills, there was a young girl named Gazania. Gazania, with her flowing dark hair and bright eyes, lived in a quaint village surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. Each evening, she would wander through the meadows, her favorite book in hand, seeking the comfort of nature. Fall dusk, as the sky was painted with hues of pink and orange, Gazania found herself at the edge of the meadow, near a sparkling brook. It was there she spotted a shimmering butterfly with wings that glistened like midnight stars. Entranced by its beauty, Gazania reached out, and to her surprise, the butterfly didn't flutter away. Instead, it seemed to acknowledge her presence. "Hello, little one," she whispered softly. "What brings you here?" The butterfly, with an ethereal glow, seemed to understand her. "My name is Euphorbia," it said, its voice delicate and soothing. "I am lost and seeking my way back home." Gazania, sensing the butterfly's distress, offered her assistance. "I can help you, Euphorbia. I know these meadows like the back of my hand." Euphorbia's wings fluttered gently in gratitude. The night sky began to blanket the world in deep blues and purples. Gazania and Euphorbia embarked on their journey under the watchful eye of the brightest star in the sky. Gazania held out her hand, and Euphorbia perched lightly on her finger. It walked through fields of lavender, their fragrance wrapping round them like a comforting hug. Ksenia shared stories of her village, of the kindness of the villagers, and the beauty of the flowers that surrounded them. Euphorbia listened intently, feeling a sense of calm wash over. The night seemed longer than usual, but Ksenia's unwavering guidance made the journey seem shorter. They reached the core of an ancient forest where the leaves whispered secrets of old. There, in the center of a clearing bathed in moonlight, the path to Euphorbia's home revealed itself. "Thank you, Ksenia," Euphorbia said, her wings shimmering brighter than before. "You have shown me the way." Ksenia smiled warmly. "It was an honor to help you. Have a safe journey home, my friend." With a final flutter, Euphorbia took to the sky, her wings catching the moonlight as she ascended. Ksenia watched until she was a speck against the vast canvas of night, her heart filled with contentment. She knew, deep down, that this encounter was more than just a chance meeting. It was a reminder that sometimes, guidance comes in the most unexpected forms. As Ksenia walked back to her village, the brightest star continued to shine down, a silent guardian watching over her. She felt the newfound purpose bloom within her, knowing that she could be a guiding star for others, just as she had been for Euphorbia. The next story is here to soothe your heart. The Lullabies of Ophelia and Bluebonnet. The story is about a wise woman named Ophelia and a laughing river called Bluebonnet, focusing on the theme of legacy and the bond between nature and community. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, nestled between rolling green hills, lived a wise woman named Ophelia. This village was also home to a laughing river called Bluebonnet, which brought joy and prosperity to all who resided nearby. One sunny morning, Ophelia stood by the river and gazed at its sparkling waters, feeling a deep sense of connection and gratitude. The river was not just a source of life. It was a companion that had witnessed her entire journey. As a young girl, Ophelia would spend countless hours by Bluebonnet, learning its secrets and listening to its gentle songs. She was drawn to its eternal laughter, a sound that filled the air with hope and peace. Years passed, and Ophelia grew up, becoming the village's healer and storyteller. She often recounted tales of Bluebonnet's laughter, sharing the wisdom she had gleaned from the river with children and adults alike. One such story was about how the river once flowed through a barren land, bringing fertility and happiness wherever it touched. The villagers would always listen intently, their hearts warmed by the legacy of the river's generosity. But Ophelia knew the true magic of the river lay in its essence. Bluebonnet was a blend of ancient wisdom and youthful joy, a combination that made it timeless. It understood the balance between giving and receiving, teaching the villagers the importance of harmony with nature. One day, as Ophelia was gathering herbs by the riverside, she felt an inexplicable shift in the air. The normally vibrant laughter of Bluebonnet had turned quiet, and a sense of urgency whispered through its ripples. Concerned, she knelt down and placed her hand in the water, seeking to understand its message. The river seemed to whisper back, urging her to pass on its legacy. Ophelia gathered the villagers and shared Bluebonnet's plea. They listened to her, realizing that it was their turn to nurture the river that had given them so much. Together, they began to care for the land around Bluebonnet, planting trees and cleaning the waters. Generations later, the village thrived as a lush paradise, the river's laughter echoing through the hills. Ophelia's wisdom lived on through the hearts and hands of those who remembered the stories she told. And thus the legacy of Ophelia and Bluebonnet became a bond that united the village, reminding them that their prosperity was deeply intertwined with honoring the gifts of nature. Here lies the new story to soothe your spirit. Sheila and the Playful Hedgehog Amaryllis. This story is about a little girl named Tia and her playful adventures with her hedgehog friend Amaryllis in an enchanting forest. Sheila was a curious little girl with a heart full of wonder. She lived in a quaint village at the edge of a lush, enchanting forest, where magical creatures were said to dwell. One sunny afternoon, Tia was exploring the forest when she stumbled upon a small, peculiar creature. It was a hedgehog with eyes as bright as stars and quills that shimmered in the sun. Hey Hedgehog introduced herself as Amaryllis, and from that moment, the two became fast friends. Chilla and Amaryllis spent their days playing hide and seek, gathering sweet berries and making up stories about the mystical forest. One day, as they were wandering deeper into the forest, they found an old tree with a door carved into its trunk. Curious as ever, Chilla knocked on the door. To their surprise, the door creaked open, revealing a cozy, hidden room filled with tiny furniture and glowing lanterns. It was the home of Elderwood, a wise old rabbit who knew the secrets of the forest. Elderwood welcomed them warmly and shared tales of ancient trees and magical streams. Amaryllis and Tia listened intently, their eyes wide with excitement. Elderwood then gave them a map to a hidden glade where a special kind of flower grew, a flower that blossomed only when joy was in the air. Feeling determined, Tia and Amaryllis set off on their new adventure. They followed the map through winding paths and crossed bubbling brooks. Along the way, they played games, sang songs, and laughed with delight. At last, they reached the glade. It was an enchanting place, filled with soft light and delicate butterflies. In the center of the glade was the most beautiful flower they had ever seen. When Tia and Amaryllis danced round it, the flower burst into a brilliant bloom, its petals sparkling like diamonds. They knew they had found the flower of joy. The magical glade became their secret place, where happiness bloomed alongside their newfound flower. Every evening, as the sun set, Tia and Amaryllis would return home with hearts full of the day's playfulness and wonder. And each night, as Tia drifted off to sleep, she dreamt of the adventures still to come with her dear friend Amaryllis. Until next time, sleep peacefully.